Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Hi.
We are meeting
Yeah,
again, and
here we are again. There's something going on in the ethos, as always. These past couple of days have seen massive influx of high vibrational energy. Yeah, it's a big wave, and at the same time, we've had an X-class solar flare, which is pummeling the Earth, and we are really being bombarded with high vibrations, with light codes, with initiations, activations, downloads, upgrades, information, you name it. Yeah, it's hard to sift through all the rubble to find out what they actually want to tell us right now. What I've noticed these past couple of days, not just with clients but also in my personal sphere, is what we need to talk about today, and that is taking responsibility for your life, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. Um, we need to take charge, yeah, in a way that means we have to look at our lives, maybe in a different way from what we are used to. Um, yeah, people always say, yeah, there was nothing I could do about that. Well, maybe lots of things that are showing up in your reality are things that you, quote unquote, can't do anything about that. However, when they show up in your reality, it means you actually share a resonance with the events or whatever is going on. Now, for example, that massive earthquake at the border of Syria and Turkey this past week, yeah, almost like 35,000 people lost their lives. It shows up in my reality, and so I start blessing, like automatically. I start blessing all the people that are losing their lives, all the people that are trying to rescue people, everybody who's doing anything to support the people that are in that event, yeah, that are living through that. Yeah, the rescue personnel, the EMTs, the doctors, the fire workers, fire departments, etc., etc. I mean, that's an area where infrastructure wasn't as great to begin with, and now they have no water, they have no sanitation, they have no food, they've got nothing. Yeah, and it's cold to boot. It's cold, and very remote regions, lots of villages just caved in on itself. And so the only thing I can do from here is, yes, I can donate some money to organizations that are there, that are actually there doing the work. But what I can also do is I can bless every single soul that's connected with that event. Yeah. For me, that means I am taking responsibility for what shows up in my life, in my sphere, in my consciousness. It shows up. And so that's what I do. I consciously send light and blessings. Yeah. What I think is really important is that we realize we have a lot more influence over our environment than we are aware of. And for human beings, especially if you still feel separate, it's like, yeah, I'm living here, I'm doing this, I'm driving to work, I got my family, I got my kids, I got, I don't know, hobbies or sports or whatever. But people aren't aware that every single thought they think has an effect on the environment, because it's in essence an energy that you're projecting outwards. Yeah. So if you're projecting good thoughts, then you can raise the vibration of your environment. If you're constantly living in repetitive thought patterns, then you are strengthening patterns that it's hard to get out of eventually. Yeah, so we need to become aware that we are a lot more powerful as creators in this life than we give ourselves credit for.
very true, Bettina. And last night you said that, and I remember it. I remember what I was saying. At least I was channeling some messages to a friend about what is going on. Yes, we are all part of this in the war that started with Russia and Ukraine. We are all part of the earthquake in Turkey and all of the things that are happening around the globe. Either we are aware of them or not. That doesn't mean that we are not already part of this. And I was channeling a message that we took a unanimous decision, actually, as a collective, in some other planes of existence, of how we are going to ascend as humankind on this planet at this point of time. And believe me, it didn't feel, yay, we made the right decision. It didn't feel like that. but, the following of that message was like, it was the fastest way for us to evolve, the better way for us to evolve. Unfortunately, we are still learning from bad events, difficulties, and negative consequences of stuff. But on the other hand, if we take responsibility, as you said, about everything, and we do our prayers, send blessings, it's how we are in agreement with that. Yes, I took part in this, and I'm sending now the most positive energy I have to that event, to that thing, to that. And we are raising collectively our vibrations in order to start changing and shifting in a more positive way. Like, come on, guys, we can do this, okay? And
I feel that lots of people that are awakening, they are being thrown in the deep end of the pool. Yeah, they have no idea, essentially, sorry, what's going on. There is no frame of reference to put your experiences into, and so you're, sort of making this up as you go. But that's an advantage if you can understand that what you focus on is the most important aspect of what you can do. Yeah, what you focus on receives your energy. Energy flows where attention goes. So if you focus on what you want instead of what you don't want, yeah, what you want becomes more powerful and will become more visible in your reality. As you draw more things into your reality that are a match to that. And I think that what I can observe from many clients is they're sort of waking up and they're like, oh, there's more to life than eating, sleeping, and having a good time. Oh dear, what am I going to do now? And then they're standing on the sidelines like, okay, let's see where everybody else is going. And then I will make up my mind what I'm going to do. No, this is the time to take action. And I'm not meaning going out and doing something. I'm meaning becoming more conscious of where your thought patterns are located, what you are focusing on, what receives your power and your attention, what you are giving yourself credit for. Yeah, your worthiness. We had that earlier today. The thing that what you are focusing on is a lot more important than what you are trying to define yourself by. Yeah, because we are standing in the middle of a shift from a victim tyrant paradigm into being a co-creator of this life. It's a completely different setup because until now it was all about what was going on in my life, what made me the person I am today. Yeah, great, thanks, but that was the story you told yourself. Yeah, so far so good. Now take who and what you are and focus on where am I going with this. Yeah, and the biggest question you can ask yourself is, how do I want to feel?
I remember you giving me these advices months ago, and it made a huge shift for me. But also to add and expand on what you're saying, because this is what we are doing, the two of us, all the time.
Yeah.
Take the responsibility even from the negative things that have manifested in your life. Taking responsibility and changing your focus, that is what it is exactly in its root cause, okay, in its base. I'm trying to speak English again, but they have to step back those that they don't from spirit anyway. But taking responsibility even from the things that you don't want, that you don't like, the negative things, everything that has been manifested in your life one way or another. You can't become the powerful creator that you are if you don't take responsibility even for the bad things.
Yeah, you need to own it.
Yeah. And that's how we can shift everything. Owning even the things that we have manifested. And you will ask now, would I like to be ill or to have no money in my bank account or not like my job or my husband or my kids? No, you didn't want to manifest that, but taking the ownership of that, because that happened through unconscious beliefs, through subconscious beliefs, through past life energies. It doesn't matter where it started from. It matters that it has been in your life for some reason, good or bad, or whatever you want to call it. If you want to stay attached in the duality of life, taking ownership of that, claiming it fully, taking back your power, and then creating something better for you, right?
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, if you are in resistance, yeah, of the things that are in your life right now, meaning resistance is a negative form of attention. So the things that you are resisting are getting more of your power, and they are becoming more powerful, and you're getting more of the things that are a match to what you are already resisting. So why not say, okay, this is who I am, this is what I did, and no matter how shitty that is, it means that at that moment it was the best I can do. Because that's the truth we have to understand as creators. No matter what it is that you are doing or what you think you're doing wrong, you are doing the best you can in any given situation. Yeah, that makes owning it a lot easier, because unless you accept, yes, I did this, yeah, you can't change it. Before changing something, you first have to accept that it is there and that you had something to do with the creation of it. Otherwise, you don't have the ownership and the power, as you just said, to take it and shift and change it around.
Exactly.
So that really is a key point. You need to first look around and say, yes, I did this. This is who I am. Yeah, you need to accept everything that you are, not just the parts of you like.
True. The most difficult of this case is that, but the more you own of your power, okay, the more you claim it back, the more you take ownership of either both, yeah, negative, positive, however you want to label it, it is fine, but take ownership of everything. Even the things that make you feel agitated and this is not right, this is not how it's supposed to be, this is not God, or this is not love. Yeah, but it is part of us, and one way or another we participated in that creation. Okay.
Yeah.
Take ownership.
Yeah, it's easier said than done.
True.
Especially if you look around and you say, oh my goodness, what the hell did I do here? Why did I do that? Yeah. But the moment you start realizing that there's only one judge in your life, and that's yourself, you realize there's also nobody else to blame. Yeah. So if there is no one else to blame and it's all yours anyway, why not say yes to it and then move on and say, right, okay, I do have free will. I have a choice. If what I've done until now is not what I really like, or I don't want to be bothered with that, or whatever your thinking may be, then I can say, right, from now on, what I am doing intentionally. I am doing consciously. I'm going to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I want to feel doing it. Yeah. And setting intentions is being a creator, is actually having the audacity to claim your creatorship, your dominance, your sovereignty over this life, and say, wow, I can make these choices, and this is what I'm going to do with it.
Yeah, and behind that we usually don't trust ourselves enough. Okay. I like to go one step further. Yes, it's okay. You don't trust yourself enough. But with that, start being playful and exploring yourself. Okay. Set intentions, see how this works. If it doesn't work, be fine with that. Celebrate it. This is my favorite word from Bettina, celebrate. You always come to my mind when something goes bad, celebrate it. Okay. And then move on. Okay, that wasn't something I liked. Checked out of the list, removing it by taking ownership, of course, yes. So what's the next thing to explore? And being in that playful mood and wanting to explore more of life and see how this feels for you. And if you like it, if you enjoyed it, if you like, blah, I don't like this, perfect. Okay, you don't like it. You now know that you don't like it.
Yeah, and you sift through the contrast in order to find out what is it that I like. Yeah, and then you have this wonderful thing that you can actually make a new decision and say, well, that wasn't exactly the direction I wanted to go. Fine, I'm going to find a different one now. Yeah, that's the fun thing about being a creator. You look at things that are going on, and then it's like, okay, I like this, I like that, and that I don't like. Yeah, so focus on the things that make you feel how you want to feel. No? And then if that isn't exactly to your liking, okay, wow, that didn't turn out. Okay, new choice. Yeah, this is a new day. There's a whole new set of fresh possibilities.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that is what actually creates a bit of fun. Yeah, right in the morning when you wake up, it's like, oh, okay, I'm back. Right, guys, let's have some fun today.
What do we want to create today? What do I want? What will make me feel excited? So this is my focus now. Something that will make me feel excited, something that will make me feel worthy of what I'm doing, or something that will make me feel that I am indeed helping in some ways this planet to evolve. Whatever is your drive, your motivational power, use it and start exploring yourself through these experiences. You are a powerful creator. And Bettina, I want you to suggest books around that.
You want me to do what?
To
Write a
suggest a
book?
book. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about now.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Hello. That's a powerful one. That was a milestone on my journey for sure.
Yeah, busting
And
loose from the money game. And for the spiritual ones that are watching this video, you will see and find solutions that are not just about money, but this is a good way to attract someone to buy a book. He's a powerful creator indeed.
the fun thing about that book is actually it gives you a fairly broad understanding of how the universe really works. Yeah, it makes it easier to find your way. And it also, at the end of the book, there is this invitation to create your own process. If there are things that you don't like in your life, how you can deal with that. And that is very, very helpful. I'm
And
still
that,
using this to this date.
and that wasn't a pitch line for the book because we don't collaborate with this guy.
So, oh,
But it
but
is,
it is helpful. Yeah.
it is helpful for you to understand on a bigger level, on a bigger scale, how that applies in everyday life, what we are sharing now.
There's a chapter in that life where he talks about, okay, this is an amusement park and you are on one ride. Yeah. And if you only accept the fact that this is what is, then everything else around you, all the other rides that are available, are out of your perception. You're not even noticing they are there. So if that is not the ride you like, you get off it and you get on another one.
Exactly like that. And this is how we take ownership. Okay, I don't like that. Even you saying that I don't like this experience, or this experience makes me feel sad or frustrated or anxious. Okay, I don't like it. Even that, it's you taking ownership of, yes, I am creating that. I don't like it. Let me shift something here.
Mhm.
Change my intentions, claim the power from that in the way that, yeah, I've created that. I don't like it. So let's see what else we can create now. And you refocus and you set new intentions and you move on from there. And that applies to everything from love, from work, from relationships, friends, family, everything. Yes, we can't change parents. Someone for my guy is very hilarious. No, we can't, but we can change the perception we perceive them, how we see them, how we interact with them, how we collaborate with them, how we coexist. Okay. And that's the ownership you can take with things you can't remove completely from your life.
Well, there are things in life where there are things coming into our lives that are specifically coming in order to challenge us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Let me explain this a little bit more. There are two perspectives that we are actually having. The perspective of the personality is, I want things easy, I want it effortless, I want money, I want the great relationship, I want whatever. Yeah, the personality wants what it wants. It has an ideal. Yeah, and so when you are in your early 20s, at the latest by then, this ideal is up on a pedestal, and every experience you have, your personality is judging against that ideal. Yeah, it's not easy to reach that actually. So that's why there are usually a lot of negative feelings, because the personality is like, oh, this is atrocious, this is not what I want, this is not the life that I had envisioned, and so on and so forth. Now, there is appropriateness. Appropriateness means the vision that the soul has for your life, the agenda of your soul, is to have you find the fastest way back into the light. It really is about challenging you to have lots of opportunities for growth. And one of the reasons why there are so many souls on the planet right now is that this time of ascension offers an opportunity to have a myriad of experiences in just one lifetime. Yeah, that's what everybody wants, which is why our population on the planet is exploding. So here is the thing. Yeah, for the soul, there's only one thing. Every situation is an opportunity for growth, for expansion of consciousness. Yeah, the personality is like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening here? No? And of course, for the personality, everything is a judgment. No? But the soul is always about, okay, what can I learn right now? How can I expand in consciousness? How can I be more of who I truly am? And how can I express the soul in the body? Yeah, that's the bottom line of the ascension, the descension of the soul into the body. So if there are things happening in your life that you feel like are, everything is going wrong, we do have those phases. Like everything is just happening at the same time and I'm overwhelmed and I don't know what to do with this. Yeah, the experience doesn't care if you like it or not. The experience just is. So try pulling back from judging immediately, like this is horrific, this is awful, this is terrible, I don't want this. Look at it from the point of view, okay, if this is happening right now, then there is an opportunity to learn something new about myself. What is it? There is an opportunity for looking at the situation from a different point of view. What's the learning curve here right now? Yeah, because in essence, you must have said to this lifetime before you incarnated, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
True.
Yeah. Okay, so you can either lament the fact that there are things in your life you don't like, or you can accept them and say, okay, in that particular situation, I may not have acted the way that would have been the highest choices, but I can set the intention that next time around, I will make the higher choices.
Yeah. True. And that goes for every kind of situation, okay? And I've been reflecting as you're talking to my life, and I was, yeah, I did create that. Yeah, it wasn't pleasant. No, okay. So the same goes for everyone, okay? And it doesn't matter if it was a good or a bad experience, but we have the tendency to blame everyone else about the bad experience or victimizing ourselves.
Yeah.
Which is worse, even worse. Both are worse, actually. Not good, but anyway.
That's a judgment here.
Yeah.
Tell your inner critic to shut up for a moment.
I do say that a lot lately. In all honesty.
Yeah.
I'm recording a new course, and that inner critic comes out very loud and clear. Okay. This is why it is happening. So yeah, we have to stop believing that something happens outside of us and someone else is creating stuff for us all the time, because we give our power away to someone that we don't know even who might be or what might be, and we just like to have this, oh, no, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. And yes, it feels exactly like that when you are in the situation that is a mess, okay, but that is the point where you say, I must have needed this for some reason. I must have created that for a purpose.
Yeah.
When you say that, you shift everything around and you actually take ownership. You take your power back. It's as simple as that. And you start creating something new, not from the willpower, the center of solar plexus or determination or stuff like that, just by being humble to yourself, to the divine creator you are, and that gives you more power than anything else.
Especially if you then allow for the next higher version of yourself to be expressed.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Amen to that.
Yeah.
So take responsibility, connect really into the next higher version of yourself. If just by setting the intention, there is nothing to do in essence. It's a state of beingness. And so if you can allow yourself to be more of who you are and allow for whatever wants to be expressed in that moment and celebrate yourself for that expression, then you're going to have quite a ride.
Yeah. And we're not saying all of these things because we like to preach. Okay. That's not the perspective we come. For this
it's an experience. What we are talking about here is our experience, right?
Yeah, fully.
Yes, exactly.
And we have done that more than enough times already. We keep doing it. And that's the point of learning who we are in our true essence. Okay.
And if possible, enjoying the process.
Celebrate it. That's the point. Yes, this word is stuck with me. Celebrate it. Yes.
Yeah, vibrate high, connect deep, and love it all.
and vibrate high. I've been playing with that. What does that mean? A lot of times in my mind. It doesn't mean that you have to be jolly and happy and whoa all the time. On the contrary, just having a higher perspective of understanding what is going on, how you can take ownership of that responsibility, change it, shift it, and be in
Make
that.
the highest choices.
Being the soul of yourself. That's higher vibration. It's not like, yay, let's have a party. That's not how it works every day, every moment of the day. Okay.
I wouldn't be able to keep those vibrations on for very long anyway. It's exhausting.
It is. So thank you for this transmission today.
Thank you for being here, everyone. And hopefully, make the highest choices and enjoy the results.
Have fun.
Fun. Bye.